Welcome back to Tea Time. I hope you enjoyed Sari by Ira Star. You can now join the conversation by calling in on 09098408408. And I have to give it up to Ira Star, because she is one of the fastest
rising.
She's still rising. Oh,
fastest reason.
She don't rise because she has been doing so well for herself.
That's true.
And the whole new Maven clan, the whole gang there, she's the only lady that among the she the only one in total? Okay. Yeah, she's actually the only one, right?
And she's doing good.
And she's doing good. She's a queen there. And she just dropped a new song to Rush, and that song they buy they rush. Blessings from blessings, they rush. And she has been really, really good. And we also listened to Shei featuring Yemi Alade. And we've not really heard a lot from Shei recently, but then she's coming back soon, hopefully.
Small.
All right, our next story is on Nigerian superstar singer Wizkid, who has revealed that he has been using the same phone number for the last 8 years. Okay, I can relate to this. Wizkid disclosed this when asked in an interview with Apple Music if he still had the Ojo Elegba number. Responding to the question, Wizkid revealed that he still has the same phone and even got a new phone recently. The interviewer, who interjected, said she would have changed her number if she was in Wizkid's shoes after his Ojo Elegba single became a global hit. When asked if he would be blocking people on his new phone, he laughed, machala laugh. And then he said he has already done so many blockings on his old number over the years. He also said that he's keeping the old number because not a lot of people have it. Okay. How many years has it been?
I was trying to calculate. I think
the line you're using.
This is 2022. This is 2022. I think since I was in maybe SS2.
Oh, you're kidding.
So I think it's been a while.
Which the phone number you've been using since you were in SS2 is what you're still having right now?
Yeah, it's not up to 10 years, Sha. I'm still young, please.
Wait, is it that you've never lost your phone, or
I've actually never lost my phone before.
Retrieving that
I've never lost a phone before. I've never lost a SIM before. I think I changed SIM when my sister took the initial SIM I had as hers.
Oh, okay.
Then I got another, right? So.
Wow.
I cannot be learning new number anyhow.
Because if you still have your phone number of a certain time in your life, a very, very, way younger time in your life, when you were not how you are now, that means those people that are your friends, that they still have access to you, have a means of reaching out to you.
They still do, but they too might have changed their numbers. So sometimes when I even see some contacts that I still have, I'm like, this person is probably not even still using this line or this number. And sometimes mobile networks even reassign numbers to people, so maybe even seeing you want to chat with the person, you'll be seeing a different picture. Person don't go. Is somebody else that's using the number.
The whole idea surrounding celebrities, and then before they become actual celebrities, in their younger upcoming years, they don't have so much fan base like that. They don't have so much friends like that, and they don't have so much family members that actually still believe in them when they're pursuing their hustle. So by the time they blow up, there's just lots of family members from everywhere. You start seeing people you don't even know that you even had relationships with reaching out to you. And it's whenever these things happen, most people are forced to kind of recluse themselves, just cut off a bit, and then just get a new phone number and just focus on your work and all. But is there actually a need to to make some people no longer have access to you because of who you are now?
Well, I feel like
people see it as pride, or
yes, right? It's still the mindset. I think it's the mindset. For me, I believe it's the mindset behind it. Some people feel when they've attained some certain feats, then they can't relate with some people. That's a wrong mindset, because
we were there with you when you were
nothing. You get, right? So depending on the kind of relationship we had prior to my blowing, right? But unless I feel because you know that I have blown in some respect, then you keep bothering me or pestering me to be of assistance all the time, or you're being a nuisance, then I have every right to be like, you know what, I don't need you in my space right now. But it's not fights, right? I just don't need you in my space. Then you can block or just, you know, distance yourself from the person. But the feeling of, oh, I'm blown now, you delete, you block. Nah, I don't think it should be that way. Maybe, I don't know if that's how they feel it works for them, but I feel like unless you're not comfortable with having, or maybe, okay, maybe they feel like their village people will be chasing them, like people are monitoring them.
Yes, I know this bad belly.
Like when they see their progress, like, oh, this person should not see my progress because they can. Okay, that's another angle.
That's another angle.
That's probably another angle.
Because don't ever underestimate the village people.
It's
don't
true.
Ever. Don't
it's
ever.
True. It's wow.
It's true.
Because they might be like, okay, oh, this person will not be saying anything, but they've seen that I've blown. This person can be fishy.
He has bought new car. He posted new car. Let's call the Eagles. Flying vultures. Let's go.
Okay. I feel like they probably have different reasons why they should, but I mean, it should never be from the place of pride. It should be for your own protection or for your own peace of mind and sanity.
Your own growth too.
Right? Because you don't know who can help you still tomorrow.
That's true, Sha.
You know.
No, this interview here, it's actually kind of pointing out like as if Ojelegba was Wizkid's biggest hit before he became our Machala star boy now. Yeah. But then Wizkid already had some songs before Ojelegba. Like when this song that brought him out, Holla Your Boy. It was a hit though. You see me out. It's all the Supra and then fine boy, don't bad. Yeah, so I don't think Ojelegba, although Ojelegba has a very, very big credit to Wizkid's fame now. Yeah, but there are other songs that actually were his
did him good
big hits too, yeah. But then Machala said he has gotten a new phone and he has blocked some people, which I know he has good reasons for because, I mean, there are lots of things that would make you want to block someone and then, you know, like you said, for you to, you know, be protected in some way and for your own personal growth too. So I feel changing your phone number or deleting certain numbers or blocking people from having your contacts is actually not bad. Not bad. To a large extent, yeah.
I mean, for having the same number for 8 years, he has tried, though.
He's tried, though.
He has tried. How many years have you had your own number?
Let's say roughly 5 years.
Yeah, do it.
Like, all through my uni, I was using one line, and before uni, I was in that same line until now I'm still using that line. So, yeah, I'm still in touch with my G's, my OGs. Anyways, let's move into the international scene now. August Alsina has accused Tory Lanez of rolling up on him with his goons. So we're talking about goons. That's story of goons. Okay, he backed up the claim with a photo of him leaning up against an elevator wall with blood running down his mouth and appearing dazed. The singer, who alleged Tory's crew got the whole thing on camera, asked them to release the footage. Alsina said he went public because he'd seen and heard Tory running his mouth to blogs and wanted to get the true story out there. He further alluded to Tory taking shots at him back in 2020 when he rapped about his relationship with Jada Pinkett Smith. He assumed that Tory didn't like him and didn't feel the need to pretend to be friends. This is Tory Lanez being involved with another...
Yet another one, right?
The other time it was Megan Thee Stallion that was accusing him of trying to shoot her or something. So August Alsina doing this whole confession or taking pictures with
as he took this picture like this now, it feels like he posed for it. Like he wanted to get the proper angles. I mean, we definitely don't know the other side because Tory said he was in the studio.
Tory is saying I'm not negative, I'm in the studio.
But I mean, I feel like because we've seen that he has been accused of being violent before, then this might not be a surprise, and we probably don't even know if we should believe him. Do you get? We don't know if we should believe him, you know, because this is one person against, you know, another person, one person's story against another, and they always say the three sides to the story. Yeah. Your side, my side, and the truth. Oh, wisdom.
But August, I don't even know. This guy has been off the music scene for a while now. Yeah, and him coming out with look at his face. Just look at his face now. He looks like he even enjoyed the beating up. Because I don't understand why you would pose for a picture like this and then you are claiming to have been beat up by goons. Do you know what goons can do? Hey, you can't even stand after taking some beating from goons. But then the whole gang violence and everything that comes with living in a black community with Ife, like see what happened with PNB, Rock, and then see what happened also with Nipsey Hussle. Like this whole gang violence or gang rivalry that makes people just die from a very, very trivial issue. You just go and die because someone just mistakenly shot you and ran him and they don't catch the person and then you're just dead.
It's usually over like trivial issues or very minute issues that could have been resolved, you know, in better ways. Obviously, I don't think there's any issue that should be resolved through violence, right? I mean, he mentioned that he probably felt it was because of the whole Jada Pinkett Smith saga and everything. But I'm like, yo, why? If you talk to me man to man, you don't need to. Why?
What's Tory's issue with Jada? Does he also have?
As the concern you was
hot cake, Jada.
You know, any small thing is violence or it's you know a fist for a fist. It's unnecessary, dears. It's not necessary.
And it's even with Tory saying he was in the studio, he has no idea what's happening, and so this feels like an allegation that we need to see more proof from August's side, because he's saying something, Tory is saying another thing. Like there's no connection to their stories at all. So how does he know that these goons are Tories?
Everybody should bring alibi.
Exactly.
Evidence that he was in the studio. Who was he with? Where were all his boys and his men? Because even if he wasn't there physically to, you know, beat him up, he could have sent people. And even though August would have said he saw Tory or whatnot, he could still, you present your case, I present my case.
Well, if it was in the Nigerian music space, hey, all this picture posting, you will hear from me. You will hear from me immediately. It's just crazy. Anyways, I hope Tory could come up with a good explanation about this accusation being brought up against him and just sort out everything. Now, moving on, coming back to Nigeria, music video director and cinematographer T.G. Omori has shared one of the pros of having money. He opined that availability of many accords people with boundless options. He wrote, "When you have money, you have options." T.G. Omori's assertion garnered unanimous agreement from many, who also noted the absence of money leaves an individual without a single option. And that's on period.
That's on period. Because where's the lie?
Where's the lie?
Where is the lie? Literally, money answers a lot of things in this life. If to avoid embarrassment, have money.
Have money.
To avoid hunger, have money.
You don't even know the true beauty or handsomeness of someone until
the person has money.
When you have money, you're like,
you see before and after, you will know that this person got money. That's why the person is looking different. Literally.
Even this guy, what's his name? Davido said it better. He said, "Love is sweet, but when money enters,
it's sweet."
That's when you know that I'm in love. Yes.
I mean, if you even see, let's even look at like celebrities now. When their humble Beningis, when they were still striving and working,
those Beningis,
even these musicians. If you see, remember Adekunle Gold's throwback pictures, right? You know that he was hustling, like he was hustling a lot, and then you see the progression of when he had small money, when he had big money, when he had stinky money.
And now you see, baby.
You see, he even changed the name. You see
the
difference.
Money, this is the name of money.
You see the difference. Money does definitely. You do things.
you know, and the amount of options and alternatives you have when you have money. It's like when you wake up in the morning and you know, Gary today. What can I use Gary? What can I take instead of Gary? Nothing. You have money. Okay, so Gary. Afternoon, what do we have? It's only Gary. Okay, so you don't have any other choice but just take what you can afford. But when you have money, you can have lots and lots of things to choose from, and it's just so nice when you can eat what you want when you want it. Well, that feeling when you I feel like eating plantain and fried eggs now. Just
and
like
you can get it.
And you can get, not that you be eating it in your mind. If you can't sleep at that moment now, you can't be eating your dream and you be like, wow, Sapa, nice one. But then another thing to note now is like, besides money being everything, there's some people that have problems that money can't solve.
Okay.
And that's like the worst kind of problem to have. When you have a problem that money cannot solve, then you have the biggest problem in the world. Because let's look at a situation of, let me not go to spiritual. But then there's some issues that, inner peace.
And
find
happiness.
it hard to have a good a good state of peacefulness in your inner self. And no matter the amount of money you have, friends and all, inside of you, you're not still happy for some reason. And you can go to meet many therapists or whatever, but you're not still getting that kind of peace of mind that you need. And peace of mind is actually
priceless.
It's underrated, honestly.
It's priceless because you can't buy
like,
it.
I'm telling you, health is a new wealth right now.
Exactly.
It's not something you can
even about health. Even though you might have all the money in the world, it might not exactly guarantee, you know, sound health, because money can't.
Come on, look
it
at
can give you access to good health care, but it cannot give you the best health possible.
Yeah.
Because money doesn't control that, right? I believe God would be the one to give you peace of mind, give you sound health, happiness, and everything. So even though it's good to have money,
please, nobody should take that away. Like someone was saying that that having money cannot buy happiness in a very large extent, because when you have too much of, let's say you have too much of cars, you won't be able to sleep at night. You're worried that thieves will come and steal one, so you'll be awake. Oh God, have the car first. You know that. You know what?
And you can have the money to get adequate security.
Yes, now.
But still, that was no guarantee. But you know, have the money, have happiness, have peace. Exactly. Right. That's it.
There are lots of people who have been wealthy to a very large extent, but yet still face certain ailments that took their lives, you know. And you see the average man in a very, very, let's say, dirty environment, and then they are still they're still of good health, you see. So I even have some friends that throughout let's say throughout their time in school, they never fell sick. Like, they just have good immune system. They're just like naturally healthy. This is not even a matter of eating good food or having money to always go and do checkup and everything. Like, you just naturally have a good health system. And so there's some things that you really, really need to look out for whenever, you know, we're thinking of getting money and all.
Yeah.
Don't let the complicate the you know. All right, let's move on. When the Shade took to Instagram to share her story of betrayal with her followers, the Ghanaian singer revealed that while she was on the road chasing her passion, her so-called best friend was chasing her man. Wow. She added that they are now together. Oh, that's sad. She went on to state that it is hard for hard-working women to get genuine love. Okay, this is so painful. What do you mean of best friend? What is bestie? This is not the era for bestie, because besties be doing the most these days. Actually, it's crazy.
Hers is a sad story, actually, because you'd feel like your best friend is someone you can trust. I mean, come what may, they'd be there for you.
And you'll be giving this person just about what's happening
in the relationship. It's your bestie that you'll be telling everything. So now, see, she had like inside access to know what's going on in the relationship. So she used backyard to enter. Nice. It's a very sad one. But I mean, she eventually, you know, ended by saying it's very hard for hardworking women to get like good men. I mean, her experience is peculiar to her, and of course, a lot of people also have these kinds of, in fact, even worse experiences, right? The most terrible betrayal stories. But I mean, it's not just substantial to generalize, because I feel like you can still get a good man.
But it's very rare.
It's very rare, but with the grace of God upon your head, with the grace of God upon your head, you can still, because you being hardworking doesn't mean you should neglect your relationship. So still pay as much attention to your career, to your relationship as well, to know when there are loopholes or red flags, and avoid stories that touch. So maybe she was giving this bestie too much accessibility. Even though, you're best friends and everything, there should be a limit to some things you share or the access you give her, you know, to your personal life as well.
And funnily, I hardly ever hear this happening with guys and their best friends. Like, you hardly hear a male best friend of a guy. Okay, a guy shouldn't have a female best friend, because so like a guy and his best friend, and the guy's babe, you know, cheating on her boyfriend with her boyfriend's best friend. Like, I hardly hear that. It's mostly the girls.
They'll say guy code. They'll say guy code. Now you know girl code that be.
But it's well, it's well, because I don't know. There are lots of breakfasts being served this day. Like, this year is like breakfast year. 2022 like breakfast year. Like last everybody go chop breakfast, and it's going around very well. It's like there's love in shares.
Don't share it too.
Me, I never chop breakfast this year, so I'm not even interested in that.
We're doing all right.
Yeah,
So are doing all right.
Anyways,
We're working hard. Our, keeping our relationships,
the other room,
good.
Anyways, this is where we draw the curtain today. But thanks as always for watching. Join the conversation on social media with the hashtag TEATIME. And remember, you can catch up on our previous episodes, including this very one, and all our exclusive content by subscribing to our YouTube channel at PlusTvAfrica Lifestyle. You can also watch TEATIME on Alto TV and in London on Ben Television and StarTimes channel 308. A big thank you goes to my co-anchor, Osare with the vibe, with the energy. And of course, the entire production team. Thank you, Toby. Thank you, Katie. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for watching Plus TV Africa's TEATIME. My name is Antonia Oshili. Peace out.